My fellow members of the Academy, I am honored to have this opportunity to write this letter and give to you some of the knowledge I had gained this past year. Although I wish I had the ability to praise the Academy as much as I did before I had attended it, I cannot do so. With having only been in the Academy for a year now, I have realized the meaning of freedom in accordance to it. Before attending, I viewed freedom as having the ability to choose a path for myself, but the instant I had joined the Academy, I lost all meaning of this word. I had made it through the first few months by just doing what I am told and receiving a grade for it. But in the recent months, the same cannot be said. I was told that I would have freedom to design and create as I please for the remaining time at the Academy. And with these words, I rushed over to my studio where I was free to design. The studio space in which I designed was only a small desk and a large room of them, but its intent was to make me feel as if I had my own spot in the Academy. As the weeks went by, I had soon begun to realize that the Academy meant by freedom to design. As I presented my designs to my professors and what I thought was their vast knowledge, the feedback they had given me was a contradictory statement of what the Academy stood for. The feedback they had given me was not to enhance my design, but rather to change it and form it into one in which looked like everyone else's. At first I did not understand and thought to myself, how is this designing free? But I had soon realized that they were all trying to erase all traces of my design. My design, the thing that I had created in my studio where I was supposedly free. Their intent was not to let me grow into my own identity, but to match pre-existing ones in which the Academy felt was well. This had displeased me, and I had thought the Academy was one in which overlaying a ready-made image on top of an existing one was not be tolerated. It is supposed to enrich and enhance the mind in an image of a pre-existing one. But instead of this, it is breeding a certain species of images and identities, all of which look and act the same. There is no true identity to anyone in the Academy, only the ones they have created for us. Complying with these ideas and images is my only regret. At the time, I had no other choice but to become just another identity that had been overlaid by one in which I am not. The reason I had complied is because the more I listened to them at the time, the more pleased they were with me, even though I was disgusted by what I had designed. Every time I had complied to their commands and wishes, I could feel myself getting lost in the vast amount of lost identities at the Academy. For now I look back at what I had done, and I am deeply saddened of my choice. I had given up the quintessential thing that defined me for me, my identity. I write this, having no recollection of my prior identity, but only the one I was forced into. I do not have anger or hate towards the Academy, for that is not my reason for writing this. My reason is to make members of the Academy realize what they are giving up in order to design what they think their idea is.